Hello everyone, I'm Rinku Dhiman working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department at RP IIT Technical and Medical Campus Karnal. So today I'm going to discuss about the active and passive component, or we can say that the most important component in electronic devices. So the passive component, we can simply say that for the component which have require the outsourced power supply for their operations, or simply in electronic term we can say the electronic component which are not capable of amplifying or processing of electrical signal are called an passive element, right? So they can't be amplify or processing electrical signal themselves. They require some additional source for it. For example, so these passive element can be resistor, capacitor, or inductor. Simply, these are the most important electronic component used in any kind of electrical device or their operations. So one by one we discuss all these components. First of all, resistor we can say. So resistor is nothing but a device which have follow the or which produce the resistance in the path of current. Okay, so in resistor the conduction will be zero sometimes, and it will be restrict the flow of current as well, right? So we can say that a resistor have property resistor have a property that the resistance have a negative coefficient with respect to temperature, so it is a temperature dependent quantity as well. If the temperature will be increased, resistance will be decreased. If the temperature will be decreased, resistance will be increased. So vice versa we can say. So resistors have not generate the power itself, they will require the external power source, so the electric circuit will be considered like that. So if we apply the voltage level V, and then resistance is connected like this. Okay, so the current I will be flow through this circuit whenever we are giving the supply from the outsource voltage source. Next is capacitor. Capacitor is nothing but it is a charging and discharging device. So it is made up with the two parallel plates. So these are the two parallel plates with the same size, and they basically based on the principle they will store the energy for a particular time, and for a particular time they will release the energy. Okay, so charging and discharging of energy is the main function of this capacitor. So they operating generally a fixed voltage basically. Okay, and most of the devices used the capacitor to increase their power factor level, or we can say that to make the device for its operation in a correct way. Inductor is a storage device, energy storage device we can say. So it is shaped like a coil. So this is the shape of a coil we can say. Okay, so this is the inductor, right? So inductor is basically the device which is used to store the energy. Okay, or they store the current in terms of energy. Or inductance will be measured in Henry. So this is the unit to measure the inductance in a inductor component, right? So basically it is represented by L. So it is depending the inductor current value is nothing but change with respect to time. So we can say that the voltage is in inductor is given by L dit by dt. So this is the voltage equation for the inductor. Transistor, this is our active element. They will generate some power itself. Okay, so they will amplify the signal whatever it get, and will have some its over input we can say. So transistor is a three-phase device we can say, three terminal device. One is your base, collector, and emitter. Okay, so we have different configuration like BC configuration, CE configuration, BE configuration, etc. Okay, so transistor is the most important electronic device nowadays. It is a basically high frequency switching device. So for the automatic operations, or where the switching is very frequently we have to do automatically, then we prefer the transistor as well. Now the next is the logic gates. Logic gates are another we can say that active components or active devices. They based on some digital logics. So there are basically 7 kind of gates, that is AND gate, NAND gate, NOT gate, OR gate, NOR, XOR, XNOR. So these are the 7 gate basically, and the universal gate, if we are talking about, that is NAND gate, NOR gate, and these are the universal gate we can say. And the basic gates are include our AND, or NOT, right? So in AND operation, if we'll give the input A, B, then we'll get the A into B as the output. So this is the symbol of AND gate. In OR gate, if we are giving two input A and B, the summation of these two will be this one, A plus B. So this is the logic gate, OR gate we can say. And in NOT gate, we will get the complement of input. So A is given like that, and in NOT gate, flow through this symbol, and we get the A bar. In NAND gate, it is the reciprocal of our AND gate, right? So AB will give the input, and we will get the output of an AND gate is AB bar. Okay. Similarly, in NOR gate, AB will be given the input, then it is nothing but the reciprocal of our OR gate. So simply it will be get A plus B bar. In XOR gate, we will get the AB to XOR format, and in XNOR gate, we will get the AB into XNOR format. Right. So this is all about the active and passive component. Please stay tuned with us for more videos on electronic component, and like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.